From the Syrian city of Aleppo, rebel-held districts are turning into traps for civilians, and the militants in control are stopping residents under threat of constant shelling from leaving the area and crossing into the western part of the city, which is under government control. Murad Gazdiev reports.
Checkpoint number 1, Bustan, al-Qasr. This is actually the checkpoint that the Red Crescent tried to use when they tried to deliver food and aid to East Aleppo the last time. They were refused. East Aleppo is on total lockdown. Nobody is allowed in or out. Not the sick, not women, not children.
My uncle and 3 cousins are living in eastern Aleppo. The last time I saw them was a year ago. The rebels don't let them leave the area.
Checkpoint number 2, Salahuddin. Not a pretty sight, is it? Beyond this street is eastern Aleppo. And you might be asking yourself, why would the rebels want to keep all these people, the sick, the women, the children, in eastern Aleppo and prevent them from leaving? Well, from a military point of view, it makes perfect sense. While those people are there, the Syrian government is unable to bring to bear all of its might, all of its weapons. It cannot storm eastern Aleppo. If it did so, the casualties would run into the tens of thousands very quickly. They simply can't do that, and the rebels know it. That's why this human shield is necessary for them.
The rebels are using my relatives living in eastern Aleppo as a human shield.
I have a few relatives living in the rebel-held area. There are a lot of civilians there, and the rebels are using them as a human shield. I haven't been able to get in touch with my relatives. The rebels don't allow any communication between the two sides of the city.
Checkpoint number 3, also in Salahuddin. The story is the same everywhere. It's open on the Syrian side and shut down on the rebel side. Ever since Aleppo was surrounded, the rebels and Islamists have understood that their positions here are weak, and keeping hundreds of thousands of people locked down in there isn't winning them any favors among the locals. The talk here now is of a corridor that would allow rebel fighters and their supporters to leave eastern Aleppo. The Russian military has offered to secure such a corridor. The UN and other humanitarian agencies are on their way to Aleppo. I know officials will be arriving tomorrow to begin planning on how to implement that corridor.